This is To The Bar. Strength in every story. And now for today's show.
Struggle.
I've never seen him so uncomfortable.
Take the fish out of the water.
Yeah.
That's how I feel now.
I'm loving it. It's my favourite thing. I thought I'd seen you stressed on comp days, but this is a whole
comp days was
whole new level.
Competition. She's stressed.
I'm stressed on comp.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting comfortable now. I start understanding what could go wrong, even with the software. Even though I don't know how to work with it.
Yeah, but then when something goes wrong, he comes in the door and he's like...
Start quickly.
I don't get this. I'm going to cut this in. Right, okay, Aaron, welcome to The Bar. This is your podcast for all things weightlifting, where we think there is strength in every story. I'm your host, Jess Roebuck-Slaney.
And I'm Aaron Holt.
And we are here today in Mehmed's Weightlifting Arch 301, and we have got with us
Silvia.
the lovely guest.
Mem.
Silvia and Mem, yeah. So we're really excited. Mem is extremely uncomfortable because we've bullied him for, well over a year now.
Yeah.
To come on the podcast. Finally here.
It's just only because of you guys, otherwise I wouldn't do it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. We're very privileged, but I'm going to laugh pretty much all the way through just because of how uncomfortable they're both looking. Look.
Silvia, look at them.
It's my favourite podcast ever. So we were actually only here a couple of weeks ago for the David Mannion comp.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure, most of the listeners or anybody that follows us on Instagram will have seen, because obviously we posted quite a lot of photos and we talked about that quite a lot on the way, the lead up, and obviously spoke to David and we spoke to his wife, and it actually did really, really well. I mean, we made, was it 1,330?
Just over 1,300 pounds.
I mean, yeah, it's insane. It's so good.
It's good, yeah. In the beginning, didn't many people sign up for that.
Yeah.
But then we've started worrying. Many people are going to sign up, which is the last couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, last couple of weeks, then we had lots of sign-ups, and then we had the ones that sign up
from the Southern Masters group, yeah.
But yeah, at the beginning, when we put it out, there was a lot of interest. Yeah, interested. But then when it actually came to signing up, we usually have a very good response to competitions, and this one flopped a little bit. I don't know, because it was summer or...
Yeah. It sort of fell between quite a few other comps as well, didn't it?
Then it almost filled up almost fully.
I think because we had a couple of weeks, or 3 weeks before that, another comp here.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
People who are following up, when I don't have comp, they just rush and sign up for somewhere else. And I think that's what happened as well. Yeah. But anyway, the important bit is we raised a good amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, I think there was a couple of things. Obviously, there's the fact that quite a lot of the masters that would have lifted with David aren't necessarily registered with BWL.
Yeah.
So Sport 80 is not something that they're used to. But obviously, we found the workaround with that. And then really just the money and the impact it had on Linda. I mean, I sent you the screenshot. She was absolutely overjoyed, and for anybody that did come to that comp and then either bought packages from us or obviously paid the entry fee, that money went to a crowdfunder for Linda, and she's actually doing a film in memorial for David. It's called Touching Colours. And yeah, she sent out heartfelt thanks to the weightlifting community for that. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty epic. Aaron and I have TO'd now 3 of your charity comps.
Yeah, we do. We tend to do one every year around Christmas time, but sadly this year we had to do it a little bit
earlier.
Hoping that
David would be here. Yeah,
it was a shame.
Yeah, because he did want to be here as well. I mean, when we spoke to him about that, he was saying, I can't commit, but I would really love to come down, even if just for an hour or so. So it was a shame, but still an amazing outcome.
That's the most important thing. The outcome is always the most important thing, no matter how and what. The outcome is important.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, I mean, the first one that we TO'd out was for George Manners, of course.
The very first one, I think. Again, it was quite very sudden thing we decided.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was for George Manos. That went well as well.
I think that was
wasn't that your first comp?
A trial competition.
Yeah.
Because we had no idea what we're doing. Like, we didn't know. He sets up and was like, yeah, let's do this. And I was like, okay, how?
We
Yeah.
had one mock comp beforehand, and I think George Manos was
The first charity.
official comp, I believe.
Was it official?
It was.
Yeah, I think it was, because we TO'd, and I remember afterwards, I remember you asking for feedback and saying, what could we do better? How could we improve? But I seem to remember it being very busy and very successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So I was so stressed that I can't remember much. No, I was happy when it was over.
Yeah, I get that feeling. Yeah.
But I can't remember much of it.
It seems to be like people liking it because we have 2 separate rooms to warm up, and people are not crowded on the warm up platforms. I think that's what makes people liking it.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say, as far as TOing goes, MEMS is my favourite comp to TO by a mile. I couldn't even really quantify it for you, other than that it's just, if you're going to pick a comp that you know is going to run well, it's going to be here. And I think some of that is to do with how much effort you put into it, but it is also the atmosphere here. So the fact that you could have, I was saying this to Aaron earlier, we've TO'd and there's been somebody on the platform that's like 12 weeks into their weightlifting journey, and then at the end of the day, Emily Campbell's come on. And I think that breadth of weightlifters all feeling comfortable enough to train or to warm up and get ready and then compete next to each other is such an amazing thing that you can only get in very small pockets of the community. So yeah, I suppose that's one of the reasons, but yeah, I really like the comps here.
I mean, put it that way, I think people here basically we are trying to do is like no one is more than no one else. We're all the same. So I think this is balancing it up to a certain degree. Like, okay, you can't come and show off here and pretend that you're something or something more than others.
Yeah.
Like if I see you doing that, I say, where are you going here?
Yeah.
So we have cases like people coming in the gym in that first platform next to the door, because that's favorite platform, Katrina's platform. Oh, I'm not going to do that. That's Katrina's platform. And I said, I don't see Katrina's name there to jump on it. You first come, first served. I mean, at the end of the day, everyone pays their fee, and you can't just, because it's Katrina or because it's someone else, treating others less than others. Yeah. I think that's what makes people feel good. To be honest. And I think that's how it should be, because these days life could be very like
I think people come in being nervous. First time when they come in being nervous, and it's a normal thing. Going into a new environment, a new community, you're nervous how it's going to be, what's going to be like. But I think they quickly realize that there is not much reason to be nervous about.
We were talking about this the other day, Aaron and I, when we were sort of getting ready for the podcast, and I was saying after Aaron was injured, so you had about a year, maybe over a year and a half out, he came here for a class. That was his first, you did maybe 1 or 2 open gyms, and you came here for a class. And I remember you messaging me after the class and saying, he'd done a couple of open gyms with me back where we were training at the time and just couldn't get back into the rhythm of weightlifting, and saying something like, how can I not be excited about weightlifting again when I'm training on the platform next to Nurin and next to all these people? But he didn't feel out of place or any different training whoever was in there, but it did give you that lift of like, but I'm training next to somebody who goes to Europeans, went to the Commonwealth.
We're lucky in that way that the community we have and the lifters we have, they're like very nice people.
They're very, actually everyone is very respectful. People. Omar, Katrina, Erin, Nurin,
supportive,
very supportive.
Sure, they are of us.
And I think you can tell, because when it comes to competition day, you've got them turning up, and I mean, when Omar comes and does his music, I mean, there's the best music playlists
and
ever.
Katrina does a load in.
Good music, go.
Oh, come on, it's better than Dom's. Dom's playlist. Come on, you've got to take that off him. I like his little Mario sounds, but his playlist can do one. But I think you can really feel that. I mean, and it's a support that they give the community as well. Because, like I say, Nurin, Aaron, they all support us as to the bar, and they all come and say hello, and they're all like,
we don't have this type of like, look at me who I am. This.
We don't have that attitude. Or if anyone comes in with that sort of attitude, Mem has his way of.
My silly ways. I don't know how it just
cutting
happened.
it pretty quickly.
Well, it's created a really nice atmosphere, and I think that then sort of transfers over to the comps, and that's what makes them feel so easy. I don't compete. I weightlift because I love it, but I don't really go on a platform. If I was going to, it would be here because I probably would here because it feels less scary, it feels like everybody's just there to cheer you on anyway. So what does it matter? Like the pressure's not on me.
Isn't that what we want though?
Yeah, exactly.
Making people enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, because that's why I say to some people when they come and they're so stressed, I say, listen, just enjoy. You already have a hard life out of the gym anyway. You come in here to take the pressure off, and what's the point of you putting so much pressure here as well?
Yeah.
Isn't that something which you like?
Yeah.
And you're meant to enjoy it. Why are you making it hard for yourself? Just treat it as something, take that negative energy out of your body. Just come enjoy and do what you can for the day, because there's some certain situations where people are like, I can't do that, and they're getting so sad about it. Just forget about it. Just come and enjoy. Do the thing which you like without bringing that life from outside this door in here. Just take it out of your head.
It's a nice way of putting it, really. Like, we all weightlift because we love it, so why are we stressing about it?
Exactly, you're making it part of your daily life. Don't just keep it separate. Keep the enjoyment, especially with people like, okay, we know that not everyone gonna be good lifter, but we can everyone can lift some with a good technique. They can lift the decent weights and all this stuff. So why would you bring that life here? Don't bring the attitude here. Bring the positive attitude here. Yeah, I really like that. When I'm in a good mood, I often say, it's not like I'm going to the Olympics. When I fail a lift or if something goes wrong and I'm stressing, I'll correct myself by saying, I'm not going to the Olympics. Like, why am I putting all this pressure on myself? Yeah, okay. So next time you say, I'll get your phone out from your hands.
We went to the gym the other day and there was a guy who was doing pec deck, wasn't he?
Why is he doing what?
Pec deck. Some kind of...
On the bodybuilding machine.
And in between his sets, he had a book and he was sat there with his feet resting on the bar of the machine and just reading his book. So that's what you were doing.
But we used to have a member who would read between his lifts. And I find that impressive because I either lift because I have to move or I lift because I'm competitive. And when I used to train more and I used to be a little bit more competitive and I was very focused in my training, and I was almost like, if I was training and I was having a heavy session, then anyone who would come up to me and talk to me, I would just look at them with glassy eyes.
She was very rude.
Almost, I wasn't being rude, I was focused on my lifting. And I admire people who can switch off, do a bit of reading between lifting or whatever, and then get back into focus mode.
I can't do that.
Can't do that.
No.
If I'm not lifting and, if I'm lifting to move and don't have to be focused, then I'm not focused, and that's it. Aaron will attest, if I sit down and eat a fruit pastel, I'm gone for about 5 minutes. I need somebody to be like, come on, get back up. Get back up to the bar. I can't, it's either focused and I'm focused, or I'm just pissing about. There's no in between.
That's the best thing. I'm trying now, and unconsciously trying, because I'm noticing we're so engaged with these phones. I'm trying, when I go at least in the gym, leave the phone as little as you can, keep it in your hands and just carry on. Because what happens is, if I don't hold my phone in my hands, I tend to rest less and I go more. Yeah, I still do it. Again, and then when I realize, okay, fuck, leave it. And then carry on again.
Yeah.
All I wanted to say now, at least I'm not filming myself, yeah?
Well, you're filming me. I don't have to film myself.
No, I am not filming myself, so I don't spend time setting up my phone.
Yeah, that's a good thing, yeah. Okay.
Imagine if I would film my lifts and...
You do 1 hour. So when I want extra rest, I'll say, "Do you want me to film? Do you want me to film this?" And he'll say, "Yeah." And I'm just doing it secretly to get an extra minute's rest because he's programmed like 5x5 or something, and I'm like, "No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it."
And then magically you finished your sets, and I'm like, I've still got 1 set left.
Yeah. Because I always start
You've
first.
missed some. You cheated. Yeah, there's definitely something going on there.
It's just crap at following it. So.
Yeah, and we've established I can't count to 7 or past 7.
No. So I suppose if we were to loop back to the competitions, the George Manners one for me was the first one that I remember you doing as a competition because you had both archers. If you were to think about like your vision for competitions, do you have a specific vision? Because obviously yours are slightly different to everybody else's in that you try and have prizes. You've got a separate.
We would like to do. Do you want to do this?
Go.
We would like to do tier 2 competitions at some point.
Yeah.
Obviously, with our little tunnel that Mehmed builds at 6 a.m. in the morning.
We love that tunnel.
It is not.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
It's so much work. It's so much effort.
Yeah.
It's not just putting it up. It's also taking it down after. I don't know, 6, 7, 8 hours of, being here. Even if you don't compete, you're still here, you're still alert. And then the competition is finished. I was like...
You've still got to...
Now the tunnel.
Now we need to tidy up.
I mean...
And it doesn't matter if we finish the competition day at 5, at 6, at 6:30 or 7. We never get home before 9. And he's up at 5. Comes here... does the tunnel on his own because it's easy on his own. Because by the time he explains people what to bring and where to put it, he does it on his own.
Sarah's the same. Yeah.
So without the tunnel, if we can get to a point where we can do competitions without having to put up a tunnel, we would like to do tier 2.
Blow
if
up
we
tunnel.
have to put up a tunnel, we'll stick to tier 3.
I really want to start giving more money for people.
So money prize.
We're trying
Money
to do
prize because, put it that way, how otherwise would you get people compete or lifting and stay in the gym? How?
for fun.
Okay, but how many? Would you see, if you think about it?
I think it's a little present at the beginning,
For
say
their
at the
work.
tier 3 competition, for their effort, for coming here, for lifting. It's a nice feeling. It is not a fortune. It's not like...
But my project is bigger in my head. That's the thing.
So that's what you got to do, isn't it?
Start from somewhere. Because if you start showing these kids why the all
But the
kids dance
children
football? Why the parents bring the kids in the football?
The children are different story than adults.
Yeah,
An adult, especially the masters,
No, I see a different...
most of them, they do it for fun. If you get a tub of creatine with an energy drink and the bar, then it's
a
nice.
bonus.
It's a bonus, it's nice. But I think if you want to offer children some sort of motivation, at some point that has to be financial. Because if the kid realizes, okay, I can make some sort of money, obviously at 10, 12 years old, £50 or £100 or £150 sounds different than to an adult of £50. But if we can get to a point where we can reward them for their work because they are working and training, then it's quite likely that they would be more motivated to stay in the sport, to go train, chase that improvement and be able to show the improvement. And then, it's just like the children's happiness. Oh, I won £50, or I'm just saying a number.
Just
I won £100. And that is my work. That's just my work.
Yeah.
So do you think so when you were obviously growing up and to sort of the infrastructure or how weightlifting was back home, that it was a much different system, and we don't have that. We don't have the schools of excellence. This sort of
because life is so much easier here. You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They don't put enough effort here because they don't have to.
Yeah.
He's got food, he's got a way to sleep, there is people to help him. We done it to survive.
Yeah.
Like
For many families and children, that was the only way out.
I had to go there and train because I wanted better life, because not the country at that time, it wasn't the best situation there. And my parents, they gave me as much as they could. I had to start in training 12, and my coach was feeding me.
Yeah.
I was the only guy from the town, because my coach made like 2 rooms, and he wanted, how are you going to make these parents let their 14 or 13 years of age kids to stay in the town? I've got a room, he's going to go to school, and I'll feed him. And the poor family, what they do? Okay. They just give him some pocket money, something, and they'll stay. And I was the only kid from the town, and my coach was saying, no, you stay here, you eat, because I don't want you, if you're going to eat home good food or not. It wasn't that bad, but and what am I doing? When I see other people on the TV, have a house, have a car, but I need to push myself.
Yeah.
And do it, because, I was good at studying, but then I didn't know if my parents going to be able to afford it to send me to uni.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go to uni if I don't go.
Yeah.
Pushing yourself. 2 sessions, 3 sessions at some point. But it wasn't as much.
But you wouldn't need to do that here. There's no incentive to say you've got to want to.
If you change the parent, I was going to say earlier, the football. Why the parents send their kids to a football? There's money there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think football is so much different too. It's so much more popular than Olympic weightlifting. And even in football, like how many great football players these groups, children football training groups, breed out of 100
but that's
or
the thing,
1,000 kids.
getting the number in.
So this is
great football player.
Yeah, so this is what I mean is
getting the number in. How can we do that? Get the number in.
Yeah, it's making it accessible, isn't it? So my niece, she's 6. She plays in 2 different football teams, and I think her subs, so the money that she pays to the teams, like £3.50 a match or something. It's not a huge amount. Admittedly, she's got to buy shoes, she's got to buy your kit, but weightlifting, I think, sometimes feels a little bit inaccessible to kids or to families, or maybe they just don't know about it. But having competitions that do have,
parents know exactly what it is. Olympic weightlifting. When you say Olympic weightlifting, all they hear is weightlifting.
Yeah.
And they associate that with
bodybuilding.
Yeah, going to the gym and doing bicep curls with a dumbbell or I don't know, deadlift. But then also we had groups of children coming here from a nearby school, and I think the age when they start is very important, because if you get the 13, 14-year-old boy into the gym, you can barely pry the phone out of his hand.
It's very bad.
And one of the comments was, because why would I want to do snatches? That was one of the comments. And I get it. They have everything from their parents. I'm not talking about, wealth and stuff like that. But the daily basics, a phone, good food, warmth, they have it. And
good trainers, good
shoes,
top, shoes, everything out there.
Yeah, I'd never really thought about it.
I never went to a weightlifting school, but we sort of grew up in the same regime in different countries, and we had one pair of shoes and one pair of trousers, and that was weekday and weekend. That wasn't like
it's so bad, because even my son, I said, you can't imagine how easy having it. You can't imagine, because he has everything at the moment. As he starts being picky, I said, like your age, I didn't have my own bike. I learned to cycle on other kids' bikes. And now every year you have a new bike. So
from that point of view, it's a hard task to get kids and youth in the gym, because they had to be there. It was a good opportunity. a good life, if you like to call it that. You had where to sleep, you had good food, you were schooled, and you trained. And if you were good and serious about it, you might have gotten, a good Olympic weightlifter. But today's kids, watching these 13, 14 years old boys, it's very hard to
engage
it's
them.
It's hard to bring them in the gym. It's hard to keep them in the gym.
Yeah.
I think a big input would have to be from their family and parents.
Yeah. Which means probably, so I'm not going to mention exactly where I work or throw anyone under the bus, but it probably starts with us unpicking somewhere along the line what Olympic weightlifting is for people, because I mentioned so I work for the NHS, and I actually mentioned to one of our clinical directors, a doctor, that we'd been to the British Championships and the age of some of the girls and the weights that they were lifting, and even he turned around to me and said, "Oh, isn't that going to damage their development?" And you're sort of
no,
we've got doctors saying this. It's not,
develop healthy and better.
Yeah, so essentially we then had a little bit of a row about muscles and how actually developing strength would actually make your life easier and live longer. But when you think about the little puppy in the corner, bless him, when we think about that, it's probably is there more marketing in the sense of what is Olympic weightlifting and how does it differ to bodybuilding?
This is what we're trying to do now with Raise the Bar.
Yeah.
With BWL. Actually, we're gonna start that easy from Chef school.
Okay.
Brilliant.
I don't know when we're gonna start this soon, but we get Chef do 6-week course.
November.
And the other things I'm trying to organize with Chef is make a club there.
Yep.
Like weekly, 2 or 3 times you stay at school, do class there. We need to figure out how. We just have to finance his coaching, because you can't make it work for free. And because he said I knew a few schools and which they would, and if he can't do that, I think that's the other thing. I'm gonna try. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it has to be done. The move and I'm trying to get it by step. I'm waiting to start with Chef, do this 6-week course, and then we go another girl in our club, house school. We try their 6-week course, and if we potentially can put 2 platforms.
Yeah.
A club of just few pieces of rubber, and then weekly basis you get kids coming in.
Yeah.
They don't have to be champions. Just
getting into the sport. Yeah.
That's it. 1 school, 3 school, doesn't matter what club they're gonna lift for. Doesn't matter. I don't care where they lift for, my club or someone else's club. I don't. It's important to get kids. Otherwise, and that's what we're missing here.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah.
We've got enough adults or students, but it's too late to make her on a professional level.
Yeah.
Okay, the woman, because the standard woman, which is growing again a lot, it's easier. 2 years, 3 years, if you have a background of a gymnast or some other sport, it's easy for you to bring it to a level, international level for UK, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But then what we do, boys, we're struggling.
Yeah, but this is probably why we don't have any boys, really.
It's really interesting, because you think of typical boys at that sort of age. I would assume that they're all geared to going to the gym, and the kids that we see at our gym that we train at, they come in and they're all doing the bicep curls.
Yeah, because weightlifting is difficult, and when they become difficult, they just leave. They don't fight.
They don't want that challenge.
Because everything is easy here.
It's attention span as well.
Again to that. Everything is so easy. You're gonna have singles, and this is why I say, if you get thousands kids into that, and then we can pick the quality and we'll have. So Silvia mentioned that we had a group of kids with the school. We had 6-week course. Was it Silvia 6 or I don't know how many weeks of these kids? They can't squat. The born here kids, grown here, and then we had a 1 class only kids, foreign kids from different countries coming. They don't speak English. Yeah. And you can see the difference. They have to struggle as they grow in.
Yeah.
As a kid. You can see the work they put, the effort they put into every single exercise we give them.
I think we actually did a drop-in when you had those kids in. And
the Ukrainian kid, and that is one word I can say about him: discipline.
Yeah.
Just different
Yeah.
discipline. He listens, he understands, even if he was unable to answer in a full sentence. He did what I told him to do.
He might have even been in the class when we did a drop-in, and you had about 6 boys, and I seem to remember about 4 of them pissing about and not really being able to squat, and you've been very, very patient with them and them trying but not really trying, and then there being one on the end that wasn't really talking to any of the others. And I remember saying to you, he's different, because he was squatting, he was doing the full snatch, he was doing exactly what you told him, and it looked good, you know, it looked like, it wasn't heavy, I don't remember it being heavy, but it was fluid, and he got what you were telling him.
They wouldn't go heavy anyway, because there's no room to go heavy, but the interest was different. It was like, this is new, it's almost like I don't know what I'm doing, I better listen.
Yeah.
It's more of that kind of like focused.
Yeah.
Focused. Like, I'm here to learn. She is the teacher, or whatever they called me.
Yeah.
And she or him is in charge. The other ones are like,
in the class. Phone in the house. We said no phone. Even their teacher said no phone in the class. They're just ignoring him, like. So come here, ignoring us, and I had to make one of the kids sit on the bench. I said, "You're not doing anything. Sit and then look at your phone. Just please don't disturb me."
Those who aren't training and aren't participating, they distract the other ones.
Yeah.
I made him sit there, and after 10-15 minutes,
something. Hey, look at this. I was like, no,
stop it.
Like, just sit down.
Then when you leave him in the corner of 10-15 minutes, then puts the phone away and he joins. But why do you have to go there? I mean, I think again, it comes from the families. I think it is, because your kids go to school to be educated, not to give him a basic manners. And I think nowadays this parents confusing that. Your kid is going there to school to be educated. No, the manners you will have to teach him at home. The respect, the discipline, and knowing what to do. And I think this is the big problem as well.
I think there is a general consensus across the UK as well that I'm sitting here with an iPad, it's for prompts, but there's a general consensus that kids, they do spend so much time online, inside, sitting down, on an iPad, on an Xbox. It's a very different life to even the lives that we would have had in the UK here when we were kids, which, I mean, I spent my entire childhood climbing trees and running around in a forest and stuff. It's just a different... thanks. But yes, I was feral, But it's just a completely different experience, and their attention spans. I mean, part of the reason that we made Atticus, or we started our own club, was because I work in children's mental health and was seeing so many kids with ADHD and autism and thinking, do you know what? The discipline of coming into a gym and a barbell and thinking to myself, what do these kids need? They need, like, the martial arts. You know, when you walk into a martial arts room, you put everything away and it's the respect, and you bow to the space when you walk in and you leave, and they need that, but they also need somewhere where they can take that energy, either that excess ADHD energy or the anger or whatever it is that they're feeling, and put it productively into a barbell. Obviously we never quite got there, but I'm a little bit thinking to myself, it's probably a good job, because it doesn't sound like we'd have had the ability to do it, in the sense of it's a bigger task than perhaps we would have thought it would have been.
We sort of hoped that it would be a case of just opening the doors to the kids and the kids would love it.
We have to find a way of getting the kids into the gym. They won't walk through the door.
But at some point we're thinking of getting even Silvia coaches all these kids. We was thinking doing them for free. I mean, like, but then you have to pay, especially in London, you have to pay rent. You got all this. I don't want much for myself anyway. But this is an option as well. But where I'm gonna get it from to be able to give it for the kids?
Also, if the parents, there's a little bit of a two-edged sword, doing them for free. the parents will say, "Oh well, we didn't pay for class anyway, so
it doesn't matter." Yeah.
But if they pay in advance, and it's like a monthly whatever, doesn't have to be, a
huge amount.
Often what happens, the mom or the parents say, "No, you got to go because we paid for it."
Yeah, commitments there. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's really tricky, isn't it?
Yeah. But then there are families who cannot afford it, like an extra 30, 40 pounds a month.
You don't know. You can't separate it.
It's not there.
Yeah.
That money doesn't exist. Yeah.
So I think this is the main thing. Getting kids in the gym first. That's it somehow. Finding the way of getting them in.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to find the fine balance of being able to get these kids who cannot afford it, they still deserve the opportunity. They have to have the opportunity to try it at least. We need to find a way of bringing them in.
Yes. Maidstone. Weightlifting club.
Yeah.
They're doing so well.
Yeah, they're doing.
They find this couple schools or few schools, I don't know. I even went and spoke to Matt Wine, because Jordan and I would keep in touch. And, we went there. He advised us what we do, how can we do it, but he was like...
He said basically like the hardest thing is to get into the school, to build a relationship with the school.
You have to know someone in the school.
I tried emailing various schools like, hey, this is who I am, this is what we do, how about... Not even a reply.
Yeah.
Not even a reply. Like, if you don't know someone within the school, very small chances.
Which is crazy because, strength and conditioning or even just basic weightlifting, for the mobility you said about people just squatting, that transfers across all of the sports.
Yeah, well, that's a good idea now.
Football,
start
tennis.
Introducing weightlifting into the school without making them anything, just somehow. Someone needs to do the first step somehow. It doesn't have to happen straight away. Try, if it doesn't happen, you try something else. So you know what you did wrong, and then you carry on with correcting yourself. But the main thing is us being able to get into the schools.
I don't know, we might have to call it, PE instead of weightlifting.
Yeah. So that's what I was just going to say is immediately, and it's awful because it feeds into exactly what we're saying, but immediately from somebody who works with children, I'm thinking, do you know your best bet is going to private schools? Because a private school will have the time to do a risk assessment, to sit down and go, okay, have these people got the qualifications? Have they got a DBS check? Can I get them in? They'll have the space. They'll see the benefits because they'll have sports teams that are competitive. So I'm thinking like Epsom College, they have cricket that's...
Yep.
But then you're just feeding into this... privileged lifestyle. You get access to extra, and if you're from a deprived area or a school that's less well funded and therefore doesn't have the time and resources,
the rich kid's gonna want to push that hard, though.
So this is the thing.
We just chat shit sometimes.
I think that's the best way.
A lot of ideas. Mehmed is full with ideas.
I was thinking making a kitchen, feeding the kids after the session.
The
parent knows that the child being fed in after the gym, and
but that comes with so much, it's just like, it's a very simple idea. Okay, I don't know, I'll make chicken sandwiches or whatever and bring it in food, and your kid comes, trains, gets fed, and then he goes home. You don't have to give him dinner, tea, whatever. But then allergies, food safety.
I was just about to say hygiene, more risk assessments.
It's a very simple idea, and it's a very good idea. Like try and give a full package, not just training, but more of what he had, training, food, and schooling.
Makes such a difference.
But when it comes to actually organizing it and putting it in the practice, there are so many small obstacles.
So maybe that's it. Maybe it's, there's 6 degrees of separation, right? There's so many of it. I've got links with loads of schools. So there must be other people that have got links with schools that could, not just you, but help you get into schools. So maybe it's about us being a little bit more aware as a community of weightlifters that's what we need to be doing, is supporting clubs to get into schools. And if you do have contacts, I don't know, because you're right. Like the weightlifting relies on us bringing in kids. It does.
Yeah.
Ultimately, if we want a good team GB, then we need to start bringing kids in, especially boys, because we seem to be really underrepresented with the boys. But if the only way to do that is through the schools, and you need a link to get into the school,
I mean, it's not going to happen from today to tomorrow. There's going to be it's
going to be years. Yeah, of course it is. But it's got to start somewhere.
And you need to find the kids, these children, who then in 5-10 years will be coached to the standard.
Yeah.
Or the required standard.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were also thinking about getting in touch with the council and see whether we can sort out some, funding for food delivery.
Yeah.
I don't know, like an authorized kitchen who does this and, get some funding for it, because that's when things get expensive. Like if we don't do it ourselves, it's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Like we can make sandwiches and we can make it work out of our own money.
Yeah.
We don't need funding. But if we bump into obstacles like food hygiene and allergies and all that kind of stuff that comes with providing meals regularly, like you can't do it one week and the next week I had a headache and I couldn't make the sandwiches for your sauce.
Yeah.
But then if we get an outsider to provide the service,
it's more.
Then it's expensive. And that's the point where we cannot afford it then anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping. Like when the first time before opening the gym, we went this one. We went somewhere northwest. We found one massive space.
Oh my God. We saw so many spaces before we found it.
You imagine the movies in my head. Having a kitchen, feeding the kids. But it could be done. If you want to, it could be done. It's a matter of how much you want it, how much you want to go there.
The two of us cannot do this, okay? We're not enough. The two of us is not enough to do
so this is why it's co-production, right? So it's finding... It's just enough of my
These gadgets are expensive.
It's because I'm trying to get in the frame. I thought it was Mem that was going to be pissing about with his mic, not you, Sylv.
But I'm doing it. I'm not. It's not on purpose.
Yeah.
Long way.
You're dragging your knuckles on the floor. He was carrying the other day a bag, right, with shopping, but the bag had very long handles. And I gave him the bags he was helping to carry the shopping, and he had to lift his arms up because
touching the floor.
And I said, Mehmed, because I was behind him, I don't know, are your arms long or legs short?
This bag has like 60 centimeters long handles.
I have to do this all the time so I can feel your pain. I have to do it all the time. I do wish I'd seen that though.
Long and short, love it. Both actually.
She never missed her opportunity for my height.
I'm not that bad.
She never missed her opportunity.
You've got to have a little dig. You've got to. But yeah, I think that's where it is, the co-production thing. It's finding it's just as hard. It doesn't make it any easier, but it's finding a charity somewhere that does offer that already, that does offer food, and then trying to link together and saying...
If you start, eventually you'll find it. You just have to make the first step. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Back home we say you don't finish something which you don't start.
Yeah.
So if you start it, you go to the end one or other way. But if you don't start it, it wouldn't go.
Yeah. Silver's face is like, oh no.
I'm not scared to try. Especially
I struggle with this a little bit more because I overthink everything. I overthink.
I'm not scared.
And then I map out a plan in my head, like first step, second step, after this comes that, after that comes that. And then obviously, right at the beginning or maybe halfway through, we need to change. That didn't work out. We need to switch everything around and rethink the whole thing. And I was like, no, I can't do it like that.
So we have the dreamer and then the realist.
I'm starting. She's many things. It's like overthinking. I'm overthinker as well. But that's how went my life, and I'm not scared of trying anymore. I'm not scared because I have something which no one can take. I can coach. I can always coach somewhere and earn my living. I'm not scared. I can do manual job. I worked a lot, and I'm not scared of that. But if I'm ready to lose everything to start again.
Yeah.
So that's why these things in my head.
Let's not lose everything.
I'm ready.
Again.
Maybe it's like that dial back of like the fear is actually the fear of not trying, because I think sometimes I feel like that, and I feel like I'd rather give something a go and then not give it a go, so I would be more scared of not trying something new than completely avoiding
one
it.
of the saying of my coaches, like when some people they start and stop, they start, and he was like, try it once, give everything from yourself, try to the end, and at least you know you have done everything about it, and you know it didn't happen, but then after years you won't have that doubt in your head, like I should have done it, should I try, should I not?
I think we can empathise with that entirely. We've had situations where we've been in that sort of, we've got to do this all the way to the end, and if it doesn't work on our terms, having tried everything that we've done.
At least you would learn what didn't work. Sorry.
That's all right, it's okay.
You know what you didn't work. The next time you know what not to do. As simple as that is. And I'm not afraid of that.
And you can be proud of yourself for trying. Like, failure is not a problem.
Of course, you have to try.
Fail forward.
Learn from it. Cool. All right.
So I'm just going to check Sally's message.
Oh, look. She talks about the kids in her phones, man.
On the phone straight away.
She had opportunity.
Role modelling.
She had opportunity. Look, Sally's message, right?
Role modelling.
Look, my phone. Where is it? My phone is over there.
Well, I'm the admin of this club.
Are you the super admin?
Can you email? Can you text? Can you have a look? Can you call? Can you check?
I'm 10 hours, 12 hours in the gym. When do you want me to do? When you go home, you make me do this program. This needs per program. This one needs program.
I help you as much as I can.
And you carry the bags in return.
Yeah. Then I get.
And you carry your shopping bags.
They're bullied about it.
Because your arms are so long.
Is it that his arms are long though, or is it his legs are short? The legs are short. Yeah, the legs are short. Good weightlifter.
Yeah.
Good proportions. Just not for carrying shopping.
Yeah, weightlifting stopped my development.
I'm going to clip that and send that to the doctor. You were right all along.
Yeah, I know. No, it was just mentioned that someone said it, and that's why.
Yeah. He was convinced as well. He's been a doctor for like 25 years, convinced. Lifting weights would ruin a kid's development.
I had lots of private clients who came from other PTs and trainers and say, but I can't go any deeper than this because then my knees are going to go in front of my toes and I'm going to damage my knee joint. And that's the hardest to change.
But so I started in a just a leisure centre gym with a regular old PT who told me the exact same thing, and it was only because Aaron was doing some rehabbing and I saw him snatch. I'd never seen anybody do a snatch before. Saw him doing a snatch and was like, what the fuck is that? That is so cool. And then stalked him for like 2 weeks, just watching from the corner of the gym, like, what is going on? Like, I can't honestly. It took me about 2 weeks to ask, what are you doing and how do you do that? Because my PT was saying the same, toes don't go. I was squatting to like just above parallel, and that was.
Listen, that's a good thing because then we have more job. And when people realize that what they do is not right, when they come to us and then, okay, this is how you need to do it.
Yeah. So I mean, that takes us nicely into the club because it was one of the things we wanted to talk to you about was the development of the club, and also, I mean, we sort of talked about your lifters, but the fact that you do have so many great lifters in your club.
No, he's trying to be strict.
I'm trying to tease them at the same time.
He's constantly teasing them.
Best way.
Listen, that's the other moment where, like, okay, they're okay, and I'm pushing them a lot. Yeah, well, when I see them, they start thinking they're too good, and then I show them the reality.
Yeah. Right. I'm not even good, and Aaron does that to me. He'll say, do it again, do it less shit.
So I think this is the way of us getting better and better. Yeah. Not forgetting what you are and where you are.
Yeah.
I think, that's the key thing, to stay humble about it.
Yeah.
There's always someone who warm ups with your one arm.
Yeah.
Just stay humble about it.
Yeah. Don't rest on your laurels.
Do you celebrate your improvement? Do you celebrate your progress? But
yeah, you respect the work of others and try to get the best out of them. That's what I believe. Mm-hmm. If you teach someone on a good technique, you can get the full potential out of them. No matter what age, what weight, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, teach them to lift the right way, and then you can push them. And I believe that no matter what, tight shoulders, tight ankles, tight hips, fine. Why not you being able to lift, giving a bar, nice part? You can, everyone can. Just you need to put enough effort and time on it.
Yeah.
We all know that we're not going to be international lifters, all of us. But we all can lift nice.
Well, yeah.
With a good technique, not being in pain and enjoy it. This is what leads me. And I think this is something from before, because me and my brother started together weightlifting. He's 3 years older than me, and he was doing wrestling before weightlifting. And you know how wrestlers have developed that curved back because they're lifting, because of their wrestling and all this back.
Yeah.
His shoulder were okay, but just the thoracic spine was slightly curved. And they never liked him. He was strong, stronger than me, but because he doesn't look nice, they didn't pay enough attention to him.
Yeah.
And I think that's what triggers me. It doesn't matter what is your body. Like, you can live good. What body structure you have? Some people genetically tight shoulders. We don't know, or done something else. But I believe in that. We can all, if we put the right time and amount of work there, we can live good. I think this is one of the things makes the club, because I believe that everyone can live nice. And then
I think what he's trying to say is, like, anyone who walks through the door, he is not looking at their body proportion and then go, you're never going to be a good lifter.
You can make
I'm not
people
going to waste my time with you because you're only going to get that far, and why would I?
Yeah.
I am going to take you as far as I can take you.
Yeah.
I'll bring the maximum out of you.
Thanks for the translation.
It makes me smile to hear that, though, because I feel like that's the kind of coaching that you gave me, but that I needed when I started. Because I've just told you I started in a leisure centre. I'd never seen a gym. I'd never done anything, and my overhead. Even now. I've only just getting to the bottom of a squat and a snatch. I could have muscle snatch or power snatch because I was really strong, more than I could snatch, and that's probably still true. But it doesn't mean that I don't work on my technique, because my technique could always be better, and actually with better technique I have gotten better. My overhead mobility's gotten better, my hip mobility's gotten better, but at the very beginning when I started, it was a case of, why are you this strong but you can't get into these positions? And in some classes that I went to, or in some places that I went to, it did feel a little bit like, this is sort of pointless. I'm never gonna get anywhere because I can't get into these positions. So it's took a long time, but it's been worth it because I love it, and you can do it.
Sometimes you're making people that believe that they can do it as well. Like, I don't know, I do it somehow, make people, I've got it. Understand them, they can do it. Just if you make them do it once, somehow they can, okay, I can do it. It's going to take a bit longer, but you can do it.
And we always say that it doesn't really matter what's on the bar. I'd rather you lift well. Rather you lift well than heavy. An ugly lift could be potentially dangerous, and it's not very attractive. I'm one of those people that don't like watching lifters just purely because they lift heavy. I like watching lifters because they lift well, because it's a dance, isn't it? It's
way more complicated than it looks.
Yeah, but you're right with that, making some. So that again is probably the only thing that kept me in weightlifting, was people telling me that I could do it. Like, you can do it. It might take you a while, but you can do it. And that first time that I ever felt, and I'm not sure I've really felt it since, but the first time I really felt that weightlessness and I was under it, and I remember looking at it, I don't even think I stood it up because I looked at you and dropped it because I was like, I can't believe that just like I felt I did it right.
There is no way not to have a way. That's what I'm saying to someone. There is no way not to have a way.
Say that again, I didn't hear that before.
I probably hear it every day.
There is
no way not to have a way.
There's always a way.
There's always a way.
Always a way. I like that. There's no way not to have a way. Speaking of sayings.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're going to ask now.
Go on then.
That rush slowly.
Yeah, come on.
There we go.
Give the world what they want.
It's like a word that came out, just in a certain situation.
No,
And
I mean, like, probably aside from my father and my coach, I don't know exactly, but when I came, or probably came, because back home we have this saying, and probably my poor English, and I just said it like, that way. Here they say slowly but surely. No, that was one. Slowly but surely, that's another way of saying it, rush slowly.
I think I prefer rush slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably that's why
I can say a few more like sayings he has, but
let's go.
personal for me, so
make people laugh now.
I used to train way more than what I do now, and then when he would like be very strict and it's like, don't tell me you can't do triple leg this way because you're going home, and then I would get home. And then, I would try another snatch, and I fell forward, and then he would give me a cue, and then I would fail backwards. And he's like, I asked you to fart, not to shit yourself.
I'm taking that.
You should cut this.
You should write them down.
Yeah.
Because they're simple. They're simple. They work. It's like you when you say to me, "Do it again, but do it less shit." Yeah. Like I know what you mean. It's just
obviously you can't say that to everyone.
Yeah, because you coach. You coach to the person that you're coaching.
Well, even if it's a member and I know him well enough, I would say it. Yeah. Like, because if someone doesn't know, look at from the side, he said he's a complete idiot. I'm choosing my people what to say and how to say it. So because I have an individual relationship with each member, so I know them. Yeah. And I know what to say to who. Yeah. Yeah. So which is how coaching should be, right? Person-centered. You coach the person. Yeah. Yeah. So
we've been at comps where I can't remember who the coach was that you were talking about. It was at the age groups, but we've seen coaching where they apply the same coaching technique and style throughout, and it just doesn't work.
It's not going to work.
It was Nigel Bluff, and he had his son on one platform and his daughter on the other, and he stood in between the two and literally would turn to the son, I've forgotten his name, Isaac, and coach in one particular way and turn around, and it was like he was a different person.
Switch.
A completely different person. The way he coached the daughter, and it was at the same time, and that's why I love the Marshall Station, is because I get to see you coach. I get to see Amy Kirby from Resident. I get to see how people coach in that environment, and I learnt, I think, how I coach other people from watching you all in those environments and picking up on how you coach. And I know it's a different environment to in a gym necessarily, but you seeing that, and also seeing sometimes coaches' reactions when somebody fails a lift or on a platform, and thinking, that's how I would want to be, that's not how I would want to be.
The other thing I wanted to do in a comps, bring in a screen with a warm-up area here on the
so you could see
where the audience is, like
it's the best seat.
I think
that's
I can't get around
to put up somewhere.
Another screen.
It's the best seat in the house.
Yeah, well, Matt Curtin, when I can't remember which championships it was, but they had the warm-up area, and people could see over the barrier.
Oh, and
it worked really well because you never get to see that.
That's the interesting bit.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, he was like, this is a great idea, but unfortunately, then since then, whenever they've gone to the NEC, they've been pushed into a corner and not been able to do that.
Well, I mean, they can bring a screen in the audience. So they have the big projectors and all this stuff. They can and just bring it. I was thinking I can't get around it. I just can't get around it recently. It's in my head. I just need to find a way to fix it.
I'm sure the next time we're here, you'll have done it.
No, I can't. It won't be now, but it might be soon.
Soon, I can see the smile on the face. But yeah, it's definitely the best seat in the house.
The plan is all made in my head. Like, I'm just waiting for a green light.
That's where it needs to be.
I'm all green light. I'm all green light.
Don't worry, you'll be greener.
Get greener, Silv. Get greener. It is the best bit. And when you're waiting out here for somebody to come out, watching them, I can, I love it. I love the Marshall Station.
I agree. But if something happens and the screen runs off,
it's you that's got to fix it.
what happened?
I'm fixing it. I'm fixing everything. See, I'm just even learning what to turn on now to computer, the sound and everything.
Oh dear, we've stolen an arch and people are trying to come in. We're sorry to whoever that is in advance. So we just had a little short break to let a member in who we had locked out to occupy the space, which probably helps me go on to a topic that I wanted to talk to you about, mainly out of jealousy, because I've seen twice now you training next to Carlos and Lasher, and members training next to Carlos and Lasher on training camps.
Only Carlos.
Only Carlos. I'm sure I saw John with next to Lasher.
That was in Chisinau. In Moldova?
No, I think that was in
Romania?
Sofia,
in Sofia,
2024. That was John when he was, I think, but he was the Europeans.
Right, that wasn't a training camp.
That was again training camp from someone else.
I see. I just remember seeing him next to Lasher on Instagram and being like,
yeah, that wasn't with us. That was with someone else. John was,
Right, okay. Well, it's still Carlos. So I suppose
That was a coincidence. That was a pure coincidence.
Well, I knew he was going to be there a few days before we go, but I didn't want to say
But he
anything.
kept quiet.
Yeah.
Because I said if he decide not to turn up,
No, we couldn't
just
go
falling
advertising a Olympic weightlifting camp, come and train along Carlos Nassar, and then he's not going to be there.
Yeah. But also it's special for the members that were going anyway, that had signed up not thinking he was going to be there, and then they get there and he is. I mean, I'd have...
yeah, it was lucky. Yeah, it was in my head to invite him, but I knew he's very busy after the Olympics. Because I'm friends with one of the coaches from his club.
Yeah,
we're very good friends, and we keep in touch and talking. And I know that he's very busy.
Yeah,
so. That's why I'm not even bothering to say, listen, can you come or coach or something like that.
Yeah.
But that was lucky. And then he was good enough to chat to members, show them some stuff, and he's a humble boy.
He's a very humble guy, I was saying.
He was one of those when he went to Paris, he didn't stay in the athlete village, did he? So we were sort of semi-following him. And I think his photo that we took of him is the one that sort of got us a little bit of attention for To The Bar, because he actually accepted the collaboration. So I say seeks to his humble side, but he, we're nobody to him, and he accepted that collaboration for the picture, which did us the world of good.
No one. He wouldn't take his time. Yeah, he wouldn't no one.
But I suppose what we were interested in was a couple of clubs do these training camps, and what I wanted to know really was what do the members get out of it, do you think, and what do you get out of it as coaches?
Well, my idea was to, firstly, is with Bulgarian system.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing which bothers me the most. Many people say, I even heard it once at one of the masters. I think that person said it purposely, and if you listen, he would know who is it. I'm not going to mention it or whatever. So, that's not Bulgarian system. He's maxing out all the time. No, he's in Bulgarian system now. And because I know isn't, because only max out was in the national teams when you go to Bajiev, right? So I'm changing the subject.
That's all right.
I'll tell you where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And all these guys who goes to Bajiev, they're already junior world champions. Yeah. And for them to become a junior world champion, they become on a different programming way. See, their coaches train them differently. Only when you go to ABGF, you do max outs only.
You
that
do
was his
ABGF system.
Not Bulgarian system.
The Bulgarian system is different.
That is why I wanted to start doing the comps. So to show my members that a Bulgarian system isn't only the max out.
Right.
That was the initial idea of my comps. And then I know some people who trained with ABGF, trained with their coaches, but no one sticks to ABGF system. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So this is what I want. And then eventually as we go, we start getting good because I'm learning as well, or we confirming that actually what we do in the clubs is the right thing for the members who come in, whoever comes, because they hear it from other people who are way better lifters than me. Does that make sense? Olympic champions, Olympic medalists, world champions, world medalists, world records holders, and we're learning a lot, all of us. So that was the point of it, showing that you can't be going and just saying that's Bulgarian system, I'm training a Bulgarian system. Like, you've never been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is one person who did. There's so many other coaches around the world, like Bulgarian, Colombians. One of the fathers, Venezuela, that office, many other countries, Mexico, when these people went there and made so many different ways.
Yeah.
So this max out. I'm not disrespecting the system, don't get me wrong. Yeah? But that is a ABGF system, that was his way. But then it was like literally in a prison. Go there, train. Yeah, okay, they have different stories, laugh because they were young and kids, but the regime is big there.
Yeah.
Breakfast, training, lunch, sleep, training, dinner, training.
Yeah.
Like, it's different. But it's not Bulgarian system.
Yeah.
And now I also, what we thought that is good for our members, because we almost at the time do Q&A with these guest coaches, and we try to invite coaches who, grew Olympians, who made a name for themselves, not in Bulgaria, but as he said, in like Latin America. He coached the Saudi team, I think, recently or something
He's
like that.
the Saudi's female team, I think
he's
now.
A very experienced and very successful coach.
Yeah.
And, people can ask him questions. And then, he gives the same answers what Mehmed just said now. We had his athlete, Chakarov, athlete and coach met in the camp. And it was quite heartwarming to see them.
Because they haven't seen each other for a long time and they met in the camps.
Oh.
Yeah, so, there was the coach coaching our members and us, and then he's also coaching. And then we had Tankov. He's also a very famous coach, and we asked him how many Olympians you had, and it's I don't know.
Tankov, he said I think he gave us a paper, but I lost it in the handwritten. He's got over 65 international medals, his athletes.
Wow.
And this guy, I don't know if you both heard, that the biggest snatch ever, 195.5 snatch at 90 body weight.
Yeah.
Blagoev.
Yeah.
Shit, man, that's his coach. So
wow.
He was many years in France, 20-30 years in France. He was a national coach in France. Then when I was younger, I was doing the French league. So he was picking me up from the airports and all this, taking me to the clubs. And that's where we met. That's how we met. And I've learned a lot from him. And then, and this is good to...
Yeah, so obviously, when you go on these coaching courses, these
actual courses, you all learn a lot.
You get it more as well as a coach.
Yeah, get confirmation about myself as well, if I'm doing right or not.
Yeah. I think members, those who come, because the training camps are open for anyone.
Yeah.
If you want to participate, it's open. It's not only for our members, and we started having actually quite a few requests.
Advertisement.
Yes, that's a bit of advertisement.
Yeah, do it.
Camps are open
You
for
can
everyone.
Everybody.
Anyway,
contact Mem and also because she's the admin.
Info at. What was I going to say?
So you were saying that members get one thing and you guys.
It's a different experience for members and it's slightly different experience for coaches.
Yeah.
And coaches take something else out of it, and members get something else out of it.
I learn as well for myself.
But we all learn, and that's what I think is good, because when you start thinking that I'm really good and I know everything, that's the death of you. That's the death of you.
Yeah. I've got periods where I go home and say, Silvia, what do I do wrong with this person? Like, when I can't, what am I doing wrong with this person? I can't teach them to do that. What am I missing?
Yeah.
It's one of the important things as a coach, isn't it? To be coachable. You're not the finished article.
We know. We're always learning as we go. We experience certain type of body structure. If you want, you would know, okay, this person, this structure, I know this, so I know how to correct it.
Yeah.
Or different brains, you learn how to work with people's brain, because someone is more sensitive, someone is don't care.
Yeah.
And if you learn to work with this,
like
and I get, special one.
Extra special.
And then I learn, I can see how because I'm on both sides of the things when I go with the coaches there.
Yeah.
Because they've never been in my side, but I've been on their side.
Yeah.
It's very interesting for me to see how they're going to coach these people who are just enjoying, because I know how difficult it was for me when I started here. Can't accept the fact that someone can train twice a week. No, that's not unacceptable.
That's the thing. So when one of our first training camps, Tankov was there. Tankov is, in my eyes, a strict coach, a very experienced, strict coach. And he was trying to change my start position, and he asked me to hold a certain position that was really uncomfortable. And, I held it for a few seconds, and then I just put the bar there, and he was like, you can't hold that for a few seconds. So the level they are used to coaching is different to what they get in their training camp. So it's quite interesting to see how they trying to wrap their head around that. No, these are not these people aren't going to the Olympics.
Yeah, they're not elite.
People are here for almost a holiday.
So they're sort of learning as well, because they're getting that experience.
You can see now how they're trying to explain it slightly differently.
Because when we was in Antalya this year, and we opened the iPad and we were watching, and someone put a 50 kilos snatch or something. Let's see if Dalim will say, what do you want me to comment on 50 kilos? This is very light, you can't actually see your mistake. But the way they say, what do you want me to comment on 50 kilos? And he's right.
Yeah.
You can't actually see your actual mistake at that.
It's too light.
It's very interesting for me as well. I learn a lot, and every year, and even this year when we were, Ivan Markov was there,
and Georgi Markov, his brother came, both of them Olympians, and those Ivan coaches in the CrossFit. No, sorry, Ivan Markov is coaching in a CrossFit box, so he has a different kind of coaching style than his brother Georgi, who isn't coaching. Yeah, it's not his thing. So, but he still comes in as an ex-Olympian and coaches people. And it's good to have so many different eyes coaching you.
Yeah, it's good.
Sorry, carry on.
No, you can finish. Carry on.
I finished.
You got permission.
Even because Ivan showed me something which I showed him many years ago, sitting under the bar, jumping in and out, and just lift it over your head. Showed me one thing.
You said this.
Yeah, even he said you showed me that. Don't you remember? I said no, I'm not using it now. And I forgot. It's good, because he's 2 years younger than me. So we was together, then we stopped, and then he went back when I wasn't there. So I think me and him was in the last generation where the old generations and the new generations come in. We was the last transition.
Crossover.
Crossover. But it's quite interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it sort of loops us back to that the very first bit of the conversation, which was, why are we stressing about something that we love? So what it sounds like is you guys go on these training camps and actually just enjoy it, and the members enjoy it.
Our first one was stressful, second one as well. So the Bulgarian one is more of getting a taste of what is like training in Bulgaria, because in one of the camps we took the participants to the local weightlifting school called Titans,
but that's
Titans.
a Varna's.
In Varna.
Christov's club. Yeah,
Okay.
110, his club.
With the flip-flops.
But the accommodation is at the sports hotel where the national teams are
Oh, wow.
training. What they probably have some other facilities as well within the country in Bulgaria. But the national sports center, that's where the national teams come to train. No, it's a massive sports center.
Yeah.
It's not just weightlifting. They have like Olympic swimming pool and
Gymnastics.
all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And it's like a very
That's pretty
old
cool.
school.
Yeah.
I mean, recently this year they brought in some players from the Europeans from Sofia, but before that, it was what it was.
Yeah.
Eleiko, they had some Eleiko. I had to
They had
contact.
some Eleiko. He had to go and bring some barbells in the car boot.
Yeah.
So, it's the real deal. The accommodation, the food is athlete
I love that.
food.
Definitely plug
the
it.
other one is
More fancy one.
that's a holiday combined with a bit of training, or depends.
Yeah.
A lot of training combined with holiday. It's a 5-star all-inclusive
Yeah.
resort. We don't go out much. We don't really experience the culture or the food.
Yeah.
Whilst in Varna, we choose not to have dinner at the hotel, so we can go nearby local
Lovely.
And actually see it,
restaurants and actually see.
That still sounds like something that you do because you love, to me. Like, that sounds like something I would do because I love weightlifting and because I would like to experience it.
As I said, that's why I started the camps in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
That was really triggers me, like when the Bulgarian system and maxing out and all this stuff.
Yeah.
They have their stories about ABGF's system, which is fine. Yeah, I was doing everyday max out on every single exercise plus drop downs. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
See, so this is what I'm trying to find out, and everyone is like this. 50 coaches or 20 coaches in Bulgaria, they all train different way.
Yeah.
They if you have a look at the foundation, it's the same, but the approach is different. The small separate exercises are different, but none of them is doing everyday max out on everything max out.
Yeah. And it's just that untangling
really annoys me. Well, I mean, I can't change it, but this is the reason why I started it, so people can see other one.
And such an approach wouldn't be viable here.
No.
People would not
No.
get through it.
No, well, it's like you say, we're not made that way. but no, I couldn't max out every day.
Discipline and
God,
design,
no.
I think, is lacking here for that.
Yeah.
Also, for
it's
elites,
not
I
sustainable.
personally don't believe it's
It's not sustainable. I think you.
Professional athletes either.
Yeah.
If you want your athlete to be in the game for a longer time,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Exactly.
like more. If you have a look at them, most of them survive like not even 2 Olympic cycles.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too much. Yeah.
Or God knows how many there are broken. I'm not saying there was, but
Yeah.
God knows, because before they had like 10,000 weightlifters
Yeah.
in the whole country.
he injured his back, and his coach, as good of a person he was, he didn't have only Mehmed Fikretov to coach. He had probably hundreds of other athletes to coach, and
That
he
was my
told
knee,
him
by the way.
it was your back.
That was my knee. You know better
He
than
said,
me.
he told me. He said his coach told him, "I am not a hospital. Go home."
Yeah, that was my knee.
Okay, sorry. Was probably the knee after your back, or
Shall I go and run in Silvia? Oh, let's go.
I'm not a hospital. Go home.
I'm not a hospital.
That's what they
go
told
home.
me. I mean, that was a more individual thing. Like,
Yeah.
it was a different thing. But, I mean, again, they had people to cover you.
Yeah.
So they can,
Yeah, they
can
have people to replace you, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't like my coach, my personal coach, and the coach in the national team say like, I'm not hospital, you can go.
Yeah.
I don't want to treat you. But, just go. If you get
That's
better,
sad.
come back.
That's sad.
Well, he cried.
Oh, I cried a lot.
I would have done if he'd worked that hard.
Like, you're
It's
working
so
hard.
crushing.
And so,
It's so
then
crushing.
it tells me like, if you don't drop to 62, I'm not gonna take you in the team for the Olympic Games. Like, I am with bad knee. Just 1 month ago, you sent me home, and we was meeting somewhere for best weightlifter during the Christmas. You know, they do the awards and stuff. We was meeting and say, listen, you will have to drop to 62, otherwise I can't take you in the team. And that was purpose, because he wanted to get another guys to up to 69.
Yeah.
That was purpose.
And when you've worked that hard from that young, I can only imagine.
I didn't go. I said, I'm not going. Well, I'm not going to take you in the team. I said, okay, I'm young. I still got time in front of me. Yeah. That was at the end of 2007, I think. Something.
Good for you.
And then same thing. My lower back injury, and it says like the other guy is not competing. They're keeping him side, saving him. He was pushing me with injured lower back just before the Europeans in 2008.
So you did have a low back injury?
I had, but it wasn't the case.
I mixed it up, sorry. I mixed it up, apologies.
But yeah, it's not sustainable to do that to an athlete though, is it?
No, you can't. You can't. You just have to find this. Even I'm trying to find this, because, you know, we all have a good peak.
Yep.
We drop, and I'm trying to change in different things to try and make can I actually control that peak?
Yeah.
Different people, and I'm changing. I have changed a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm changing.
Yeah, because I suppose everybody's different, so it's adapting to what is that person's. Because it's all right saying, we're going to do a 12-week cycle, but maybe somebody needs a 6-week, or somebody else needs a 15-week, or maybe
exactly.
And it's adapting to each person.
Even now for the Worlds, I have someone who they don't like maxing out. They like more reps.
Yep.
And when I put them only max out, they don't feel confident.
Yeah.
So I'm going to change that. But you changing depending of the person and all this.
Yeah, because actually, psychologically speaking, the confidence is what will help on the platform.
Exactly. So but at the same time, if you give them everything what they like, they're not going to improve again, because, you know, again, that surviving instinct of your brain is just activated and doesn't let you push more than you should do. And it's a very fine moment where you can't actually say, you give them, but don't give them exactly everything what they want. Just give them as to maintain their brain happy.
Yeah, and still pushing past the uncomfortable a little bit. Yeah. I
mean, this is what I'm trying to work out. Is it possible? I don't know. Probably some people found it. So,
I mean,
basically,
the members club's pretty successful, so I'm going to say it seems to be working, and I'm excited to see who else comes out of the club. I'm conscious of the fact that you have a class to coach and that we've stolen all this time of yours that you said you would never give us.
Well, blame Silvia for that.
Well, blame Silvia. And I'm going to give Silvia the very last word, which is for the little puppy that sat in the corner the whole time, good as gold. Obviously, anybody that knows you guys knows that weightlifting isn't the only thing look, he woke up now. Isn't the only thing you're passionate about. Obviously, animals is too. So I just wanted to give that a little bit of a shout out, because it's also a passion of mine and Aaron's in terms of animal rescue. So gym dog.
Yeah, gym dog. It was a bit of a hard lunch for Mehmed, because we used to rent, and I kept banging on about I want a dog. We need to get a dog. We need a dog in our side. He was like, when we have our own place, we're gonna get a dog. Not now. We're renting now. We already had 2 cats. So okay, so I was fair enough. So we got our own place.
And you got a dog.
I didn't know the dog was coming.
On the Wednesday, no. So on the Wednesday night or Thursday night, I was like, well, I need to tell you something. Can I ask you something? It's like, when you ask me like this, I feel like, something terrible happened. Like, what is it? Well, it's like... So this weekend, I'm going to Belgium. My brother lives in Belgium, and the dog was brought to Belgium because the people who brought them, it's within the EU, and it's easier than them crossing into the UK. Yeah. And I'm going to pick up the dog. He didn't speak to me for a month.
I was like...
But he loves you now.
He gets greeted first when he gets home.
So disrespectful,
It's always the way, isn't it?
And he's not the easiest dog, but he's a great dog.
Yeah.
I specifically asked for the most overlooked dog in their shelter, and
that's the best one.
he sometimes looks scary and he's not the friendliest because of his past.
Well, he's not had the easiest life. So.
He's chilled here, but at home he's a puppy. He's playful. He's talking back, asking to go out, bringing his toy.
He's always protective outside.
We love him.
He's had a hard.
He's had a hard life. I've had my first pet with him today, so I'm going to leave this podcast absolutely thrilled because he's let me touch him for the first time in a year or so. So yeah, I'm thrilled. But yeah, on that note, we'll let you go and coach.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for your present, guys, as well.
That's right. Enjoy your present.
I don't want to hear no one to complain about the scale anymore. It's not right.
There will
Did you see the scale?
She's not seen yet.
No.
So I'll do the sign off.
No way.
I'll do the sign off, and then we can see your present. So yes, thank you all for listening, and thank you to Mehmed and Silvia for being our guests.
I just want to say I do that because of you guys. I'm not going to do it.
This is the fourth time he's saying.
He's not doing it for anybody else, guys.
So I really appreciate it.
We do.
But yeah, so thank you very much. And the next time you'll see us is in Aberdeen.
Aberdeen,
not
Edinburgh.
Aberdeen, because we're off to the Rogue Invitationals. So be sure to stay tuned because there'll be lots of hilarious footage of us going up. We're driving up because, of course, we're going with our sponsor, Lu Xiaojun, and Shemek, who is the UK branch
of Lu Xiaojun,
and also Poland.
And we know nothing about CrossFit. And so we're going to go and do some CrossFit photography and chat some shit about CrossFit.
Yeah, one last question though, because Benedict said, if you get a chance, ask Mem what your first experience of CrossFit was like.
Oh, bastards. They make me do all this cardio stuff. They know that I'm just gonna die.
It's not anabolic, ma'am.
It's just one make wall balls, some air bike, and what was it? Burpees.
No.
And then snatches. One snatch, one burpee, and then two snatches, two burpees, and I was like on the sixth. I said, I'm not doing that anymore. I throw everything. I just no, you can't just stop. But you have to finish. I'm not finishing it. It just was horrible.
I'm with you. There's nothing more disrespectful than a burpee over a bar.
Yeah.
No.
But I know we're sitting next to two people that have done
They knew where to touch me. The cardio. They knew. Died there.
Well, just so you understand how big of a fan he is of cardio, last year in Varna, because we weren't having dinner in the restaurants, in the hotel when we were going to restaurants. So I booked a restaurant for us, and his first question was, is it walkable distance? Like he was born in a car.
Born in a car. No, I'm with you. Yeah, I won't get on an echo bike. I'm not doing any of that shit. No. Not anabolic.
No.
But yeah.
Well, now Andy Kellett, he says since I realized how easy is the cardio, I'm just doing only cardio. I'm not doing weightlifting.
Wow.
Well,
that's what Andy Kellett said once.
I like Andy Callard, but I can go off a person. So
he's got some hip pain and he's not allowed to lift. So the only thing he can do is probably sit on the bike.
Just cycling for him.
Yeah. Last time we saw him, to be fair, he was sweating his tits off on a bike. So yeah. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Done.
See you again soon.
Done.
Isn't that bad? Next time you invite Tony Silvia because she talks too much.
You did very well, man.
You did very well.
You've been listening to the Bar, strength in every story. Thanks so much for listening. We're so happy to have you as a member of our community. We have a passion for weightlifting, but we also have an insatiable curiosity about everyone's story. We hope you've enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. And we'll be back soon. But in the meantime, find us on Instagram at _2_thebar. And be sure to hit the website at 2-thebar.com. See you next time on To The Bar. And remember, there's strength in every story.